Good morning, welcome to a day in the life of a full-time content creator. My name's Adele. It's currently 5:30 a.m. and we need to head to the airport. We're going to Adelaide and I'm taking you along for the day. We made it. I'm here at about 6:10 and I'm just following everybody who I don't know because I always get lost when I park here. But we're in the tunnel right now and I will get into questions and stuff like that throughout the day. But for those of you who don't know, I am going to Adelaide. It's a brand slash press trip for Jurlique. And I've used their hand cream in the past, but I haven't used any other products, and we're actually going to their farm, like the brand's farm in Adelaide, so I'm pretty keen about it. Straight through the security check with no issues because I've just got a carry-on today. I don't have any checked luggage. I'm literally flying into Adelaide at 7 a.m. I'm flying back to Melbourne at 7 p.m. So it's going to be a fun day. So I'm just chilling at the gate. There's not many people here because it's so freaking early. And it doesn't look like a very full flight either. There's about 20 minutes until we start boarding. I'm not hungry yet, so I think I'll eat when I land at Adelaide. And what I'm going to do now is edit my daily vlog from yesterday and also edit the get ready with me for the airport so that I can post them today while I'm at the brand trip. And I'll just edit that on my phone in CapCut, and one of them is going to be edited in TikTok because I filmed it in TikTok. We are about to board. This is where I'm sitting. We have a window seat. I'll see you soon when we land in Adelaide. So on the plane, I was seated in the exit row. There was no one in the middle, but then there was a man closest to the aisle, and he asked me why I had two cameras and what I was doing, and I said, oh, I'm a YouTuber. And we just chatted the entire flight, and he was a doctor, and he was the loveliest man I have ever met. And I think that conversation is one of my favorite conversations I've ever had in my life. I can't even explain it. It was such a D&M with this stranger, and he just gave me so many good tips and books. And I picked that seat last night on purpose because I wanted to sit in the exit row, but I'm like, if I didn't sit there, I wouldn't have had that chat. And now I'm just like, oh, and not in like a creepy way or anything like that, guys, not at all, but I'm just like very, very shook. Quick fit check. Chic, H&M, coming soon. Jaz Hand Made. Here's the vibe. Anyway, I think I'm going to pop you guys here, and I think we might do questions because I got half an hour to kill, and I've posted one TikTok already. I'm going to post the other in a sec. But let's get into the Q&As. Thank you if you submitted. As always, I love you guys. Alright, first question. Random AF, but always curious to know what you pack in your bag. Essentials. Today is just a day trip, so I don't think it's a good day to show you, but I can guarantee you that in my bag at all times I have a portable battery, an iPhone cord, I've got the charger for my camera, I've got a ring light. I don't have the tripod with me today, I've just got a carry-on bag, which I'll show you before I get up. And in here I just had my change of clothes. If I was going overnight, I definitely pack all my hair stuff, all my makeup stuff, a few changes of fits, still bringing all the tech stuff. The tech stuff is most important because you can't have a dead phone, a dead camera, or running out of like SD cards or memory or things like that. I even usually travel with a hard drive, like a little hard drive as well, in case I have computer issues. But touch wood, the last time I traveled was to Sydney and I had the camera die. So today we're hoping for no tech issues. Favorite plane snacks. I won't have snacks if I'm just doing like a Melbourne to Sydney, Sydney to Melbourne, Melbourne to Adelaide. Sometimes if I'm on a longer flight, I'll definitely get into some pretzels or like some cheese and crackers. I love that. I love that as a snack anyway. Or some lollies. I'm not afraid to buy a packet of Skittles and smash the whole thing. PR trips and all about them. This is my third PR trip. The first one was Adelaide, again, with TikTok and Tourism South Australia. Then I went to Sydney with Dove that time. I went to Sydney with Red Rock Deli as well. And now I'm coming here with Jurlique. Now, I have used Jurlique's hand cream before, but they are launching a new range today, which I'll show you. And I was invited specifically by Jurlique. So on this particular brand trip, a PR agency organized it. They reached out to my manager, and in the email it said Jurlique wants to get to know Adele and wants to hopefully build a long-term relationship with her, so they want to extend the invite. And that's how I got here. Getting ready. Do you do your research before you go to these events, or do you wing it as you go? I wing it as I go. I did research a lot about South Australia one because I got to see everyone that was invited. I got to see who organised it, which was Komodo. I wanted to understand like Tourism South Australia. We had very set deliverables on that trip. I don't have any deliverables today, so I feel a bit more relaxed and I'm excited. I'm so grateful that I got invited. Do they pay for your flights, and do you get to choose the times? They did pay for my flights today. I'm not being paid for the trip. It's just a contra trip, I would call it, or like a gifted trip. And I did not get to choose the times. So we're flying in early, we're flying out late, but that's okay. I'm a morning person anyway, so I don't really mind. I'm getting a bit hungry, guys. Maybe we get some snacks and then I answer some more. I'm back. I'm actually posting the airport get ready with me right now, and then we might go find some food. But I also just wanted to add on that last question. Sometimes they don't pay for your flights. If they don't pay for my flights, I just use that as a business expense. I track all my business expenses, and sometimes I actually pay you to attend an event as well. If I'm ever paid or if I'm ever gifted something, I always put hashtag ad or hashtag gifted trip or hashtag contra trip, hashtag PR trip. If it's got ad on it, that means I was paid. If it's like gifted, contra, PR, that just means it was gifted to me, and I don't have any obligation to post. Some more insight. There is a private bus that's going to pick us up, but I just don't know where he is. He's 6 minutes away, and I can't see any other content creators or the bus. I am starting to panic. We're here. It's so beautiful out here. This looks amazing. Look at the ice cubes. Thank you so much,
Absolute
Ta.
pleasure.
Tunnel to get it created for then extract into the beautiful products we have behind you. As you probably know, aloe is fantastic at cooling and soothing your skin, and our hydration mist is unbelievable. Marshmallow root is one of the most important ingredients we farm here on the property. We just did a ton last season. So that's really important also to understand, is that we only pick the part of the plant that you want for skincare. So when you look at flower petals, it's just the petal, it's not actually the head of the plant.
We're about to smell some lavender that they harvested.
As you smell it, and then you smell it.
Look at how beautiful that is. Oh my god, it smells so unreal. So this is the hero product today, the aloe vera mist. And these are the aloe plants. You can just see here how it was cut. I kind of want to touch that. Oh my god, it's so beautiful here, guys. It's so peaceful. It's unreal. So this is Amy, and we are about to have a hand treatment.
Sort of a bit of a citrusy scented.
Yes.
Which is we use the orange, lemon, and the lime.
Okay, I love citrus.
Yeah,
I'm
very
a
refreshing.
big citrus person. I feel like it's just so like
Uplifting. Yeah. And also it's got a lavender in it, so just really great hydration.
Yeah.
And then carrot root extract that's actually softening your skin as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it makes it really relaxing.
Yeah, I feel very relaxed. This is so relaxing.
Yeah. Oh, why? Who doesn't want a hand
I
treatment?
know.
They feel.
They feel so good. My hands, guys, are so soft.
Because since you like the citrus scent, you
Yeah.
may like this because it's all. It's a hard.
Thank you. No, that's all right.
Wow. This is just infused.
Yeah. So you press it in. My hands are feeling so beautiful after that. And now we're going into this. Oh, it's very warm in there. That's magic. I can't take the camera in there because it'll fog you up. I think I'm a country gal. I'm in my element here. Where are we going now?
We are going to talk about biodynamic and organic farming.
I love this. I'm glad I wore sneakers as well, everybody.
Yep.
No rocks in my shoes. This is the rose farm, and they pick it by hand. It's so beautiful. We're going to go see how it gets dried now. So pretty. I wish you could smell this. And these are all the rose petals drying out, and there's so many in here. Look at how pretty that is. I think we're going to have lunch now. I want to try and, oh, I nearly fell over. I want to try and answer some questions while I'm here. We're about to have lunch, everybody. This is my card. I always die when I see my name on things like that. And then this is the menu. The table is set so stunningly. There's so many of us here, and we've got live music too. We've got some ravioli here. This is an entree. We have these zucchini flowers. This is the main. It is chicken roulade, and I believe this is like a sweet potato puree. This is our dessert. We have roasted strawberry, aloe vera ice cream, peach and blackberry Jurlique farm grown elderflower. How pretty is that? We have finished lunch. We're gonna head back. I had a dead phone, guys. You know how I always say I bring a freaking charger? Well, I brought one last night. I charged it this morning when I went to go use it while we were driving here, because it's about an hour drive from the airport. Guess what happened? It wasn't actually charged. So unfortunately for me, my battery was dead, and so my phone was plugged in. But we're gonna answer one question before we head to the airport, because I really wanted to answer it. So this question is it hard to enjoy a moment when you have to remember to show us, include us? And no, not at all, because now now it's like autopilot. Like I remember to show you guys without even thinking. And it's like, I'll take a little clip here or a little clip there. Sometimes I even forget the camera's on and I'm still enjoying it, if that makes sense. It's just part of my routine now. And if anything, all I can think about is you guys the entire time, because I'm like, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be enjoying like all this if it wasn't for you. I got invited because of my platforms, because of my community. And so, yeah, it's been amazing. And we'll chat more when we get to the airport and I'll answer some more questions there. We just got dropped off and we are going to check in. I am tired and I'm hungry. We are getting Macca's. Guys, I'm so hungry because I didn't really eat breakfast and then I ate the food today. We're gonna go beef and I'm gonna get cheeseburger and we're making it a meal and I'm gonna make it medium. I can't believe I'm having Macca's again. Don't tell anyone. I got what I usually get, cheeseburger, sweet and sour sauce. I did in fact get bitten by a spider, everybody. For those of you playing along, I just ran to the chemist. They gave me antihistamine, bite gel. It already feels better. Let me show you it. Can you see it there? It's on Franklin's butt on my tattoo. Anyway, I feel better now that I've taken the medicine. Let's answer some questions while we wait. I absolutely love this question. What does content planning look like for you? And for me, I just use a calendar and I try to look at what I've got coming up. So then if I can make content out of that, that's a positive. Otherwise, I just try to think of some ideas. I place them into the calendar. So on Friday, I'll have a podcast episode idea. On Sunday, I've got a podcast episode idea. Obviously, the vlog goes up every Sunday. And so I just keep a track in there. And I've also got a running spreadsheet where I can put all my ideas and creativity stuff down. But I just plan probably like 3 to 4 weeks out, if I'm completely honest. And that's only for the podcast and only for YouTube. I don't plan any of my TikToks. Aside from the daily vlog, that's all I plan. Is it harder doing PR and brand content? How do you handle social media whilst you do it? Well, that's a great question because today we had no service. So I wasn't even posting on my social media all day, which kind of stresses me a bit because I like to engage with comments and I like to make sure that I'm like active in my community, but it was out of my control today. And so while I'm there, I tend to just try to allocate like maybe like 10 minutes where I can break away from whatever I'm doing at a PR event. So I can just check that I'm not having like comments get out of control or things get out of my control on my own social media. But usually with all this stuff, like managing it, it's all in my calendar anyway. So I knew about this trip for ages. I didn't mention it because I just had so much stuff happening in Feb. I think it's okay to manage both as long as like there's not too much else happening at the same time. And I feel like I haven't done too many campaigns. I filmed a lot this week. You would have seen that in last week's vlog, but none of them would go live the same day. And I don't have to even post anything today, which is cool because it's like less pressure on me, but I will post something. I'm going to post a couple of stories and mention it in my TikTok vlog. This question is interesting. On your trips away for work, even if you don't like the brand, do you say yes because free trip? And no, guys, I only say yes if I'm genuinely interested in the brand, if I think there's alignment with the brand, if I think that I want to work with the brand in the future, or if I have worked with them already. It's not a free trip. Today I didn't pay to come here, but this day is a whole day of my work time gone. It means that my work is now pushed to the weekend. It means that other stuff I would have done today I can't do today, and it comes at a cost. So I'm very picky with what I select and what I don't select. And for me, I really only want to take opportunities or campaigns that are genuine to me. And I've always been picky. I think I've said that from day dot with you guys. That will never change. And obviously, for everything that you do see, there's like 5 things that you don't see. There is so much that I say no to. And I'll keep saying no and keep being picky for as long as I have this platform. Because would it make sense to me to go on a brand trip every week? Because I just think that wouldn't be authentic to me. And you guys know I hate being away from Franklin. I hate being away from my routine. So for me to say yes to something, it's got to mean a lot to me, or it's got to be of real value or of interest to me. All right, last question before we board. But this question is, how do you feel about your first ever video that made it on social media? And I had a video with my dad go kind of viral on TikTok with the donut. That video still makes me like, oh, even though I got like trolled from the internet for not taking the donut. The other heartbreak content that I used to post, and some of you may remember that content, really makes me not cringe, but I guess I'm not in that place anymore, so it's hard to see myself in so much pain and hard to see myself so gutted. And so I have people going through my content all the time, liking old videos, and it's just a reminder to me how far I've come. So even though it kind of is a bit sad, and I feel sad for that past version of me, I'm so proud of that past version of me. And I'm glad I posted it, because if I didn't do that, we probably wouldn't be here. But as you can see, I'm at the gate. We are gonna go onto the plane probably in the next 10-15 minutes. And I don't have a window seat, but when we land in Melbourne, I'll get to the last few questions and then we can wrap this video. This has been a jam-packed day in the life, and I'm really tired, if I'm totally honest. Like, we've been up since 4:45 or 5 a.m. No window, damn it. There's the window. We are back in Melbourne. Honey, it's good to be home. Now guys, I don't know how to get back to my car. I don't remember where I parked it because I was really tired this morning. Found the car and I'm home. We're gonna go inside and I can't wait to see little Franklin because I didn't even wake him up this morning and I miss him. And then we will start to wind down and get unready together and wrap this video up. Lots to debrief on. Hi gorgeous. Hello mama, how are you? Good boy. Good boy. No, you gotta sit. I'm back and little Franklin's got his toy in here. Let me come say hello. We're gonna do an unboxing. So they gifted us this goodie bag, which we're gonna unbox together. And I love that like they didn't overfill it. It was such a nice day, guys. I tried to capture as much as I could on here, but I don't know exactly what I captured because I'm really tired. But what we've got is their aloe vera hand cream. And so this was like the hero product of the day. And that was where, I don't know if I filmed it, but I was getting like a hand massage done and that's what they used. And then we also have the aloe mist, which is beautiful and it can be used before you apply your makeup, it can be used after you apply your makeup, it can be used after you do your skincare, before you do your skincare. It can just be used in the middle of the day. We were spraying this all over our face all day. And life hack, put it into the fridge because when it's like chilly and cold and refreshing, oh, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a very light mist. It's aloe made from the farm. I love today. Today was beautiful. We got to see how they make everything. We got to see all the behind the scenes. I'm always so fascinated seeing someone's idea come to life. And just like you guys love seeing behind the scenes of my stuff, I love seeing behind the scenes of their stuff. And the only other thing I can compare it to is when I did, so in Sydney, I got a Christmas present one year. It was for the Gelato Messina headquarters, and basically they took you on a tour through the headquarters. You got to see behind the scenes, you got to see how they made the ice cream, you got to see how they came up with ideas, you got to see the process from start to finish, and that is exactly what we saw today. And it was beautiful. So it was their farm that they owned, like that's their property, and then after the tour we got to have a beautiful lunch, and yeah, we just spent time like networking, chatting. And I've never worked with them before. As I said, I've just used their hand cream, but I would like to work with them. I don't know if this will lead me to like some paid work with them, but today was beautiful. I met some amazing people and yeah, it was just really nice. And then my highlight from today was their biodynamic farm process, which made me think of our veggie patch. I know it sounds insane, but they were talking about the soil, how they make sure there's nutrients in the soil, how when they plant things there, they have to rotate it, which is exactly what Carla does in the garden. And then they also talked about how they operate on like the moon cycle and the cosmic cycle. And it was a little bit woo-woo. And if you know me, you know that I'm a little bit woo-woo. I'm a science-based girl, but I love a bit of woo-woo, and it was just beautiful. And I was there the whole time. I'm like, fuck, Carla would love this. And I just told her how good it was. And she's like, damn it. So maybe next time she can come. But yeah, beautiful. So we're gonna start getting ready for bed. I think I need to order some food because yeah, my diet today's not been that great and I still feel quite hungry. And I also left with some new friends as well. I really clicked with Amy. She was beautiful. And even Natalie. She was beautiful. But I was seated next to Nat, who was from, like, she does content, and then I was seated beside Vanessa, who is from Jurlique, and she's from their marketing team. So yeah, it was just really nice. So lovely. My heart is full. I've showered. We're gonna do one of these just because I did catch 2 flights today, and I did do another one on, I think it was Tuesday night this week, or Monday night, maybe the day before I recorded the podcast, but I just feel like I need to do it today. My skin's not good on the plane. And then I'm contemplating going to the beach tomorrow because it's going to be a hot day. So I'm like, I didn't wash my hair, but I'm also like, maybe I should do some work. As in, edit the vlog, the daily vlog tomorrow, which I'll do. It's 9 PM at the moment. And then I will, what else will I do? I'm going to maybe see if the podcast, I guess I could do the podcast tomorrow night. I definitely want to have an early night. Today was just like a very magical day, guys. I don't know, something about it. And I knew it from the moment that man on the plane started talking to me. Definitely one of those moments is just like, whoa, mind blown. But we are nearly at the end of the day. And I do have a couple more questions that I want to answer, so let's get into that. And the story has expired, so I cannot see it. Fuck, man, fuck. 10% battery, not slay. How do you balance it? It takes so much time and effort to create content as a sole trader. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I would say that I probably haven't had the best balance. I've really taken time to adjust post quitting my full-time job to do this. There's a lot of work that goes into, especially the podcast, but there's a lot of work that just goes into like behind the scenes, and the way that I'm managing it now is that I get help. So I've got Sam who helps with YouTube, and then I also have some help on the podcast, and I'm still not super stoked on like the way the podcast situation is running, because I feel like it could be more efficient. At the same time, I've got so much to like sort out until my birthday, so I'm like, let me just continue with the workflow as it is. And that would be my tip if you're wanting to do it. Set up a workflow, set up a routine, set up a system that works for you. Like, I know I record the podcast every Tuesday. I know I plan the podcast every Monday. I know I have to do the edits for the podcast on a Thursday and Friday. I know I have to film my YouTube video, the second one, at the start of the week. I know when I have to upload the content for Sam. I know when I have to repurpose a TikTok as a reel or repurpose a TikTok as a short. And I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong. Like, I still have a long way to go, and I'm not the best content creator in the world. But I think finding something that works for you will always work better than just like copying someone else or going like too hard at it. Because I say with everything, balance is key, and I wholeheartedly believe that. And I still think I'm adjusting, if I'm totally transparent. But I know that in time I'll get better at it and things will fall into place, and I'll have hopefully some more like work-life balance. I love timestamps on stuff so we can get a feel for how long you do certain things, and there will be timestamps. I don't timestamp everything just because that's a lot of work. It creates more work for me. Not so much more work for Sam, but then I've got to tell her what time everything is. And yeah, it's just like, can't be bothered doing that. But I will put timestamps on this video. I'm in pain. Can you see the lumps? That's nasty. All right, let's put on some pajamas and let's say goodnight. It feels so good to just lie the fuck down. I wonder if there is anything else I can answer. I think I'll sleep like a baby tonight. Some of the other questions that I got asked were already asked in a previous day in the life video that I did. So I'm pretty sure I've got a playlist for it on YouTube. Go back and watch the last one. I think I was in Sydney for the For You Fest when I did that one, but I would definitely check out that video because I don't want to repeat myself. Oh, how do you manage all the DMs you get? I don't. And that's why I do an Ask Me Anything on like a Monday, because that gives people a chance. But I definitely don't reply to my DMs. I physically can't. It's impossible. And I think at the same time, it's almost like a boundary of mine now where it's like, well, I can't be expected. That's like expecting like a human, an average human, to reply to, I don't know, 100 text messages a day from all their friends and family. And I mean, I know that's probably not a like comparison, but it's hard. It's hard. I definitely used to probably stay on top of it a lot better when my community was smaller. But at the same time, I feel like it grows steadily. Thank God. I'm not actually a fan of if I'm like gaining like hundreds or thousands or millions overnight, because I feel like, are you always getting like the most engaged community? Are you always learning about them? I feel very in tune with you guys, especially through like YouTube and especially through your safe space where I feel that connection. And so a lot of the time, like the DMs I'll get will be like, where's that top from? What lip gloss is that? Like, where are these shoes from? Like, who does your gym program? And so some of that stuff will come up in the Ask Me Anything, or like I'll tend to put it up on the story and tag where everything's from because I'm getting a lot of DMs. So it's really hard for me to reply to them all. That's why the AMA is there. If you ever have questions or you want to chat to me, come on the AMA on Monday night and put it in there. That's the best way. Otherwise, it's just hard. And I would never give anyone access to my Instagram to like reply to my shit for me. I don't think I'll ever cross that path. I always wonder like, and obviously I'm not at their level, but those people with millions and trillions and whatever, how do they do it? Surely they've got someone fucking helping them, because that would be a lot. Their DMs, their like messages, their comments would be blowing up all the time. That would be like full on. Everything else I've answered. I think we're gonna go to bed. Well, no, I'm gonna quickly do a little bit of editing and then I'll go to bed. But I'm not gonna have a late night because I don't need to have one tonight. I'll just quickly do the daily vlog for TikTok and then we'll go to sleep. Also didn't get any food. I just ate a whole heap of grapes. I don't think there's anything I can order now because it might be too late. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm just gonna say goodnight. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got to see some things you wouldn't usually see, and I hope I answered your question. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. I love doing these. I try to do them on days where I know there's like really exciting out of the ordinary stuff, because a lot of the time I'm also just sitting at my computer. Every day in my life is not like this. Today was a rogue day where like we traveled interstate for work, but most of my days are pretty like straightforward and boring work from home life as well. So let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, Franklin said he'll give you a free hug, a virtual hug. That's what he told me. So please subscribe. Please leave me a comment. Please like the video. And I will see you guys very soon in the weekly vlog. Mwah. I love you. Bye.